What's the last one?
Arrombado.
Arrombado?
Yeah, that means asshole.
You fucking arrombado.
O Richmond tá pronto para começar mais uma temporada na Premier League, mas a questão que tá no ar é: o Ted Lasso fica até o final ou não? Pois a terceira temporada da série tá prestes a estrear agora no Apple TV Plus e eu tive a honra de falar com o elenco sobre essas e outras coisinhas mais, e talvez no processo eu tenha até virado um Greyhound honorário. Vamos ver, roda a entrevista.
Well, if seeing is believing, I believe we've been seen.
Hi, Ariana. Nice shirt.
Nice t-shirt.
Yeah, I love your top.
Good t-shirt, my friend. You are allowed to be an honorary Greyhound.
Oh my God. This is great. Thank you so much. I see you have a new jersey on.
Oh yeah.
What's that all about, man?
Well, I just thought I should dress for the occasion.
Fair enough.
Back at it like a crack addict, Mr. Black Magic, crack a bitch back, chiropractic, craftmatic, big daddy smoke.
What I thought was really a smart move in all this transformation was how your hair played a part in this. Was it helpful for you to track how far was he getting near to the dark side?
It was a fun thing to do, actually, that, because it was a conversation that we'd had really early on, and brilliant makeup supervisor Nikki Austin, she was really keen on there being some kind of physical transformation to Nate to sort of coincide with the sort of toxic sort of build-up in his life, I guess the stress, the guilt, the shame, the whatever he was feeling. And you do hear about people, the hair changing color with stress and things like that.
I mentioned Star Wars jokingly, but I feel like this season has a bit of this dynamic. I mean, Rupert looks like a Sith Lord. Was that something you guys discussed?
Well, it's something that kind of comes up, Jason has regularly talked about season 2 being the Empire Strikes Back sort of season, and it was funny when Apple released that first look image, I did immediately think, oh yeah, this is Star Wars. but I love that, I think, we like to visualize good versus evil in that kind of way, and I think, yeah, it's definitely there, sure. I shouldn't say too much though, because I'm not saying that this season is Return of the Jedi either.
You'll pay the price for your lack of vision.
I've been trying to get information out of people with no luck, actually, that if this is the last season of Ted Lasso. I know you can't tell me anything, so I'll try another way. Is there any kind of goodbye in it?
Can't really say, because we just don't know where we're going. But I will say, we've always seen this as a 3-movement suite, and now we're at the 3rd movement.
We don't know if it's the end. It's certainly the end of this kind of triptych, as it were. And you'll all see that's a definite ending to a storyline.
I think we're at a point now where, there's obviously so much to wrestle with and to delve into with these characters. And I think, if you transported 7 years in the future, there'd still be so much more that we wanted to talk about with all of these characters. And the same for, 20 years in the future and stuff. So I don't think I'll ever truly be satisfied, because Sam isn't a character that I ever want to let go with.
I don't know. There are things that I love about how it all goes. There are things that I would perhaps do differently, but is that because I'm so invested in Rebecca that I look even further into it? I don't know. In the main, I would say that the whole thing is as it should be, because that is how Jason has seen it in his head, and he is Mr. Lasso through and through.
So that movement does come to some kind of end. That end isn't necessarily final. We really just don't know.
Okay. What I love about this season is that you guys don't laugh at me. I'm very frightened about the future.
No, I'm laughing because I feel so exposed by your surgical application of the word okay.
you're part of the writer's room. So how much input do you have? You can say about Roy's arc and what's going on. Do you step back? What is the deal?
I step back with Jason's very clear on certain things in the show. So he'll come in at the beginning of a season, he'll go, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. Maybe like 4 or 5 kind of anchors along the way that need to be hit. And then we all try to write towards those moments. But with Roy, because I am Roy and I'm very protective of him, as a writer, I try and step back and not pitch much on Roy because I don't want to look like I have favourites, because I don't. I love all these characters. As a writer, I love all of these characters. Sasha, who's one of the writers, said to me once, you don't say how you feel, but I know when I pitch something that you don't like based on the position of your eyebrows, if you liked it or not. That's my poker face. I'm just sitting there like, She says, if you nod a lot, it means you don't like it. I was like, that's interesting.
He's every fucking where Roy cares. Roy cares.
Yeah, but Roy is actually in a very interesting place in his life. He's finally understanding some things. He has to step up as coach this season. How would you describe his arc this time around?
I think he's a man who spent his life suppressing his emotions, and then he fell in love with Keely, and it cracked him open. And so these emotions poured out of him, which is all well and good, but he doesn't know how to cope with them or what to do with them. And I think he's kind of tragic, and I think he doesn't believe he deserves happiness or that he's not worthy of it. And I think he's now struggling with what is it to be the person that he is. You know, he was defined by football, then he was defined by being a coach and as Keely's boyfriend, and he's now like, who is he? What does it all mean? He's lost.
You listen to me! You play like that next week, you can kiss the trophy goodbye, because today, you all played like a bunch of little pricks! You hear me?
Yes, Coach!
I feel like Rebecca is going through a very critical place in her life, that everything is, she doesn't know what's going on, but it's like that definite moment. She's gonna make those choices. She has to deal with the whole thing with Rupert.
Yeah.
Right? So how would you describe her?
She's having the first few eps, she's having a moment of like, it's almost like I feel like she's taking the rug, lifting it up, dusting out all the shit so that she can put it down clean and start again.
That's a definite boss bitch move, right?
100% boss bitch. That's a boss bitch rug move.
I'm a boss ass bitch, 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 bitch. I'm a boss ass bitch.
Well, she's an outstanding boss bitch, but she's not the only one in pop culture, fortunately. So I would love to suggest you some names that maybe could replace Rebecca for a period if she ever wants to go.
Where? AFC Richmond?
Yeah.
Never.
Never. Oh my God. Not even Keely.
No.
Boss ass bitch.
Keely has her own gifts in a different department, but AFC Richmond is Rebecca's.
That'll be all, Higgins.
Of course.
Talking about Keely, during the Emmys, it was so beautiful. You said that there would be no Rebecca without Juno.
Yeah.
And I love the relationship. It's so warm, but most importantly, so real. Everybody's got that one girlfriend, right?
We are. She and I play constant phone, text, and like WhatsApp and FaceTime tag all the time, because she's been away shooting in Calgary, I've been away shooting in Australia, but she's one of those people in my life, and thankfully I have quite a few friends like this, where if you don't speak for 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, 6 months, you have each other in each other's pockets. There is never any ill thought, and you just pick up where you left off.
Juno Temple! Jesus, she's heavy. I swear to God, if I could break off one of her arms and give it to you, because that's what you are to me. There's no Rebecca without Keely. And if you ever leave my life, I'm going to stalk you.
Another very important person in Rebecca's life is Sam. Things kind of ended in the past season, but will we see a next chapter in their story? If it is a friendship or still a love interest, how
I
would you
don't
say?
know.
What can you
I
say?
mean, we'll have to see.
I don't like this.
Sam and Rebecca relationship is, you know, it's fluid and it's moving from season 1. You know, it was a platonic relationship. They were just finding themselves. Season 2, it got a bit more romantic, and season 3, what we'll see is like a shared combination of both of them. You know, their relationship it can never be separated from the history that they have. So whether it continues to be platonic or continues to be romantic, their intentions stay the same. You know, they really care about each other and they want the best for each other, and they're trying to make each other the best versions of themselves. And so yeah, in whatever form or whatever title their relationship has, that intention and that core stays there. And I think that's more important than whether they kiss or not.
I love it.
You and I and Roy, we actually share a similar trait. We do have a fond appreciation of curse words.
Yeah.
So
the best.
I thought about this kind of is a great opportunity for me to teach you some in Portuguese.
Please.
Would you mind? Really?
Yeah.
So first off, one that Ted hears a lot in first season is punhetero.
Please say it one more time.
Punhetero.
Puñetero.
Yeah, it's wanker. Like some you can
Puñetero.
say in front.
Let's see what we got here. Wanker.
Some you can say in front of the kids, but it's still hurtful. One of is otário.
Otara.
Otário.
Otario.
Yeah, that's
What does that mean?
dumbass.
You
And
fucking
then
otario.
arrombado.
What's the last one?
Arrombado.
Arrombado.
Yeah, that means asshole.
You fucking arrombado.
Yeah, and now to wrap things off, and so I can let you go,
Yeah.
Roy's favorite, porra.
Porra.
Porra. Ha.
Porra.
Yeah,
Porra.
it's fuck.
Porra. Fuck.
Tell me you own those pens.
I do now. They had to make like 10 pairs of those pants. Like they had to make a clean version and then after the jump in the dumpster version, and they had to make them, and then they had to make backups, and then they had to make the same ones for the stuntman. So they had extra pants to go around, and they were kind enough to give me some, and they have pride of place in my home. I'll wear them in my
Nice.
grave.
There, in the beginning of the season, Ted is feeling a bit like having second thoughts of staying in London and coaching Richmond. I don't know what actually happens in the end. As I told you, nobody can tell me. But I have an idea. Brazil still has no coach. I mean, why don't you guys come over? It could be a fun spin-off. No?
Hey, I love it. Please send that email straight to Tim Cook right now. I've only been in Brazil for one short period during the 2014 World Cup. I had the time of my life, and I would be more than happy to make my living in your lovely, lovely country.
Brad, it was really nice meeting you. Have a great
Thank
day.
you for
Congratulations on
educating
the
me on the
season.
important things. I appreciate
Hey,
it.
count on me.
Thank you so much for speaking with me. All right, have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Oh, great. Thanks very much. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All the best. Thank you, lovely. Bye.
Cheers.
Bom, e aí, o que vocês acharam? Tão ansiosos pra terceira temporada? Conta aqui nos comentários, não esquece de curtir o vídeo e assinar o canal. E até a próxima.